Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have a beer from Great Lakes Brewing Company out of Cleveland, Ohio. I don't think that I've done a review of any of their beers on here before, so I'm excited to do a review from them because they're one of the classic old school breweries that I still think make some pretty good beers. So this beer I have today is Holy Moses. But it doesn't say with raspberries. It makes it sound like that the only version of Holy Moses is this one with raspberries. But they used to make a wit beer that's just called Holy Moses, but now this has raspberries in it. So I don't know if they're not making the regular one anymore and they're just making this one with raspberries. It's kind of what it looks like, which I hope isn't the case. But anyways, yeah, this is a wit beer with raspberries. It's 6.2 ABV. There's some floaties in there. That is not something that I would expect from these guys. Not that I necessarily dislike that, but I just all the stuff they do is like super clean. I'm surprised there's floaties in this. I'm guessing it's yeast. But anyways, you can see it has it's like a darker orange, but it does have a which I guess is pretty dark for a wit beer. So most of the color is probably from the raspberries. You can see it kind of has like a pinkish hue to it. The head is still white, but so the aroma is actually pretty nice. It's a lot of fresh raspberries. It doesn't taste it doesn't smell artificial to me at all. So I'm hoping that's the case with the taste and it's not overly sweet. So it's not overly sweet. It does I would say it still has the underlying flavor of the the base wit beer to it. Like that's what I get up front. Is the little bit of a yeasty character, or like the esters from the yeast. A little bit of pale grain, but then after that, I would say it's like sweeter raspberry. I wish it was kind of like a tart raspberry. That would I think that would, to me, that would make it more thirst quenching. It is really clean and easy to drink. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from these guys. Being as big as they are, their quality control is all obviously definitely dialed in. They've been around for shit. I don't even know, like 30 years, I think. But they still make really good beer. I still think Edmund Fitzgerald, in my opinion, is the best, like regular ABV non-adjunct, whatever porter that you can get. Which makes me think that I need to go buy a bottle of it to do a review on this channel. Every once in a while, I like to go back and do some classics on here, and that's one that I haven't done yet, so I need to go grab a bottle of that. But yeah, this is pretty good for what it is. It's probably not something that I would go out and buy. I don't. Someone sent me this in some box from Cleveland, so I wasn't, even though I can probably get it down here, I didn't care that much because I hadn't had it before. And I'm always interested in trying new Great Lakes beers. But I like I said, I wish it had like a little bit of tartness to it. I think that would make a world of difference. Not that it's overly sweet or artificial, because it's not either one of those. Um, but I just wish it had a little bit of raspberry tartness, and I think this would actually be really freaking good. I I do have to say that the more I drink it, the more I like this. It's hard for me to say if I would put this. It really is hard for me to say if I would put this at a buy or a drink, because even though I really like it for what it is. I don't know that I would ever have any reason to go out and buy it. Because just a raspberry wit beer isn't necessarily the first thing I'm thinking of when I want to go drink a beer. But if someone told me, "Oh, these guys are gonna do a raspberry version of this," other than like I said, I wish it was a tiny bit tart. Like I think they nailed it. And the base beer is a really good version of an American wit, um, or I should say, a really good American version of a Belgian wit, because it is pretty true to style. Um, but yeah, like I said, other than me wishing it was like slightly tart, this is really good, for what it's supposed to be. So I'm actually gonna say that I'm gonna call this a buy. Oh, and I would say the only reason that I'm leaning towards that versus just a drink, even though there's not too many scenarios where I would actively go out and look for this, is because I know how cheap this probably is. Um, I guarantee you could probably get this for like $2 a bottle at any bottle shop. So the fact that I could get this for $2 a bottle, if I didn't already have like the giant cellar to drink through that I have, and I just wanted a beer, having had this might be a nice summer beer to drink. So I could see myself buying, maybe not going out specifically to buy this at a bottle shop, but if they had it on tap somewhere, and it was hot out or something like that, I could see myself buying this again, just because I already had it and I know that it's good quality, it's flavorful, and it's nice and clean. It's not overly sweet, and it's just another good beer from Great Lakes. So I'm gonna say this one's a buy. I think they did a really good job with this. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting anything less than this, but I can't imagine that it could have been any better. Like I said, other than I wish it had a tiny bit of tartness to it. Um, but if they didn't want it to be that way, and this is what their intention was, like, they nailed it for sure. So, yeah, I'm sure this is distributed like almost everywhere in the United States, besides maybe the West Coast. So, I would recommend anyone who might overlook Great Lakes, if they like clean wit beers, with like fruit flavor, but they're not like super sweet or artificial. This is something that I would look for. I think it's really well done for what it's supposed to be. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.